The Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So Notre Dame's return team didn't help matters out much with that one. So much history and pageantry in this rivalry, guys, but the trophy, the jeweled Shillelagh, is a little bit under the radar.
It is. It's beautiful to look at, but I think people are always just focused on these 2 blue blood programs. Notre Dame, USC. This is interconference, national championship, and Heisman implications seemingly
running toward the tape. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
They'll go to the ground. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Got the quick pass. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Now the pitch. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Trojans offense has the ball for the first time. Both of these defenses, David, anchored by star middle backers.
I mean, they're just stars right in the middle of the defense. You'll see them go sideline to sideline, and they will make plays all over the field.
Yeah, these guys are the heart and souls of their defense. They're the leaders. Everybody looks up to them. They're constantly making plays.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that.
Just destroying his way through the field. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Trojans have this offense rolling. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Gets it to the back. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. The give on the inside. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. As the defense comes out, they've got him pinned back. And listen to the roar of this crowd. They'll test the right side. Open space at the 25. Off he goes. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
That's a first down for the offense.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
From the gun, running back gets to give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
The Trojans have a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do this, same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here come the Irish, back on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Newt Rockne, Eric Parsegian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Blue whole time. We could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, USC!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll try the run. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And as he throws, he's He's got it. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, it's Sims. Looking left. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Ball still on the 34 after the incompletion. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man in the middle. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Looking for the score. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Tosses it back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They have any intention of getting this drive going. They better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, think of all the legendary players who've been a part of this game. And we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional fight for the jeweled Shillelagh. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Cross. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC. But this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
And here comes the offense on second down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Using the quick game. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or if you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Touchdown Trojans! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Traveler in the entire Trojan nation starting to feel their oats as SC has built a lead in this one.
I'm impressed, too, with the Trojans in this one. They've got a lot of competition in conference week in, week out. You don't get a break when you go out of conference to play Notre Dame, but mentally, they've had a lot left in the tank. They are dominating Notre Dame here.
Man, it's so fun to watch year after year. Great uniforms, great football. This matchup, the Jules Shillelagh, every single year is always fun to watch.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now on first down from the 28. Back to pass, it's Sims. He makes the connection. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside. Quarterback putting it right on.
The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And I think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
On second down, he's looking downfield. Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll start this drive with a pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Looking for a man, it's Sims. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smart points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Nice move, create some space. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Comes out throwing on first down. Now improvising. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to get to him. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. They want that clock to run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be down right there. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership, come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
The play-action fake. Fires it down the seam. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back at an opportunity like this.
Dropping back, it's Sims. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Feeling some heat.
And I think everybody holds their breath when that QB is back to throw, and he's right near the goal line. You never know if it's truly a safety, but he just gets out of the end zone and avoids the safety.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. So this offense can capitalize off the desperate 4th down attempt and failure, and they can pad their lead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home. And come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my...
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number 1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Keep it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. Out of the gun. The running back has it. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools.